Somebody mention birds? Righty ho. Okay. Righty ho, here we go. I'm not going to tell you where we're off to today, but it's in my home province of Prachuap, Khiri. So it's going to be a little surprise. Right, glasses on, goggles on. Let's clear this off and let's hit the road. Put the camera on first. Plug everything in. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Better put in the location, hadn't I? Not that I don't know where it is, but you know, I always like to use Google Maps. Am I allowed to say that? Right, we're dialed in. We know where we're going. Sort of. Right, let's go. Right, as I said, today we're off to one of my local little birding spots. I suppose it's about an hour from my home. It's in Prachuap, and you'll probably see signs for Palau waterfall, but that's not where I'm going. Me and the goose are going somewhere else. You'll see when we get there. It's a secluded little spot where I've been many times before. Always get a good variety of birds there. The only thing is, it is part of the national park, and there can be some dangers there of the gaur. I'm not sure if there's elephants there. There's probably leopards, there's probably tigers, who knows? But the gaur last year, at one point, they wouldn't let me. I'm just going to stop here at 7-Eleven. At one point last year, they wouldn't let me go past the gatehouse of the ranger station because they said it was too dangerous. So we'll see what happens today. Right, let's get something to snack on. Right, well, we're almost at the turn off. Here's just another little staggered police barrier. There we go. I don't know what that's all about, but I suppose it slows oncoming traffic down. And also this area, it's really quite a very high possibility that you'll see elephants on the road.
In 400 meters, turn left.
And in 400 meters, I turn left, and then we're on the road to where we're going. I don't know if you can see the sign there said, I don't know what the sign said. I know it said to Palau waterfall, but I think it said 15 kilometers. Yeah, I think it said 15 kilometers to Palau, but that's not where we're going. We're going to a different spot.
Continue for
Right, now this spot, a good friend of mine told me about it a couple of years ago. So hi Jeff, if you're watching. And it's a spot that in the past the blue-rumped parrots have been seen. So I think the day that he told me about it, I jumped in the car and said, right, let's go and check it out. And it was only for an afternoon, and I think I can't remember, but maybe 20, maybe 30 species for this area. But unfortunately, no blue-rumped parrot. Now, I've been here at least half a dozen times, maybe 10 times. One time I could drive pretty much all the way to the end, and lots of broadbills and kingfishers. Absolutely fantastic spot. But the last couple of times I've been, they won't allow people to drive up. They said it was too dangerous. But we'll see today. And hopefully this could be the day of the blue-rumped parrot. That'd be cool. Right, anyway, let's keep driving. We've got about another 30 minutes or so to get there. So, catch you in a bit. Well, it's just starting to get light. You can probably see, well, you probably can't see. You can probably see me, but I can see mountains. But also, I was looking for something to eat. All the way here, I've been looking for a bit of fried chicken. I don't know why, I just fancy a bit of fried chicken, but there's nothing, and I don't think I'm going to find anything. I don't know if that car's broken down, if he needs help, but yeah. I went up there last time, didn't I? So I suppose what we need to do is, when we get there, is find a fruiting tree, and then maybe we'll have a better chance of finding those blue-rumped parrots, or parakeets, or parrots, or parakeets, or parrots, or parrots. I can't remember. Brain's not working. It's too early in the morning. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure we'll find them. Anyway, I hope we have better luck this time. But either way, it really is a lovely drive out here. As it gets lighter and we're on the way up, I will show you. Look at that, how weird, just driving through the middle of the jungle, the middle of nowhere, and what do we come across? A church that hasn't been built yet, but it's under construction. I don't know if you can see all these swiftlets, Germain swiftlets, white nest swiftlets, all flying out of this building, and I don't know if you can hear the sound. It's playing the sound of the swiftlets, and the idea is that the swiftlets are attracted inside this building, and then they breed or they build nests, and before the nests, or before the eggs are laid, or before any chicks form, the nests are removed to make bird's nest soup. So bird's nest soup is, as you probably know, a soup made of bird saliva. I have no idea who would want to drink bird saliva. I've got no idea what it's supposed to do, but it seems to be but it seems to be quite a profitable business, and also the fact, at least this way it's sort of sustainable in the way that in the past hunters, gatherers would go into the mountains, into the caves, and destroy the birds' nests and collect the birds' nests from the wild. At least now it's sort of like, I don't know, it's sort of like, I don't know, you could call it maybe almost domestic farming. Anyway, that's quite an interesting point. That's better, isn't it? Yeah, heading into the bamboo. It's a little bit uneven, the ground, but it's okay. So yeah, as I say, so far I think the best birds: verdita flycatchers, common hill miner. Always nice to see ruby cheek sunbirds. Large scimitar babbler clearly heard. And there you can hear puff-throated babbler. I'm not very good at making sounds, so I won't. Right, let's carry on with the driving and see if we can get these blue-rumped parrots. That's the one that I want today. Right, well, we're almost there. I'm not sure how many birds so far, but certainly a lot. But still no blue-rumped parrots. Well, we've got all morning. We're nearly at the ranger station, and then you'll see where we are. I wonder if we're allowed to go up. And there doesn't appear to be anybody here. So here we are. This is Haptagian checkpoint, part of Khiri National Park and Prachuap waterfall. But the gate's locked and nobody's here. Let's have a look for some birds around here then. All still looks pretty good. Got the flag. Thais are very nationalistic. The flag has to go up every morning at 8 o'clock. But I guess this one's just remaining up. Okay. It's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful spot. Let's see what we can find. Well, the first bird that I was able to film this morning was this thick-billed green pigeon. Shame I had to stare up the tree. Next was a small flock of chestnut-headed bee-eaters. Now these are always a pleasure to see. A nice little streak-eared bauble was playing hide and seek, didn't want to come out too clear for the pictures, and also a black-crested bauble. This Siberian blue robin was a nice surprise, but he really didn't hang around. And then this grey-headed canary flycatcher flew in. What a cool little bird this one is.
A real little cutie.
Here we've got a grey-headed canary flycatcher.
There were actually two of them, and they were calling and singing to each other. Ah, now, a male shikra. A raptor or a bird of prey. He was sitting quite high up in the tree, obviously looking out for his breakfast. He did actually swoop down a couple of times, I think, trying to pick up some prey, pick up some breakfast. But every time he moved, there was just so much commotion around, everything scattered. Another superb looking bird was this stripe-throated bauble, having a little feed on a flower. And then what a surprise, you can clearly hear a grey peacock pheasant calling in the distance.
Listen carefully, that's a grey peacock pheasant. Now there's a nice one to add.
So hopefully might get to see him one day. A female white rump shama. And a cool looking Indo-Chinese blue flycatcher, which was soon replaced by the shama again. Now, I'd heard an Asian barred owlet calling in the morning, so I thought I'd go and have a little look for it. And guess what? I found it. What a cool bird this one is. He was staring straight at me and calling. The last bird I got on film here was this little Asian brown flycatcher. Oh, and there was a goose too. Don't know what he's doing there. Right, first a little drop of coffee. Doesn't seem to be following that well when it's on the tripod. There we go. Nice drop of coffee. And let's get the sarnies on the go. Alright, so what we got here, let's get this. Oh damn, I can't reach. Better take my phone out or so I'm going to squash it. Right, oh, let's get this one out. Oh, that was a big bang, wasn't it? Right. So this little box, or big box, has the, oh god, I'll get it open. Right, what we got in here? We got a cutting board. And we got a knife. It's for the cheese. For the cheese, for the cheese. Right, a couple of slices of bread. Few slices of cheese. There we go. I tell you, the birding's been pretty damn awesome this morning. Definitely a place for a revisit soon. What am I talking about, a revisit? I'm already here. Alright, a couple of slices of the old cheesy. Okay, should have brought another little pot, shouldn't I, for that? So, from my garden. So you know it's going to be good, you know it's going to be fresh. A couple of nice bits of tomato. They go in there like that, like so. I won't say here's one I made earlier, because I didn't. Got to have a bit of onion. A little bit of onion. Oh yeah, Brian, don't chop your fingers off, mate. Right, there we go. Now I wonder if I can put the onion and the tomato together. Tomato, 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 tomato. Right, let's put the onion and tomato together. Let's wrap it up just so it don't leak everywhere. There we go, onion and tomato. There we go. Right, one last thing, if I can find it, I don't know what I've done with it, is, of course, bring out the Branston. Look at that. Branston pickle. Now look at that. You couldn't get much better than that. Branston pickle, cheese, onion and tomato. We're going to have some of that. Let's whack it over. and chop her up. Oh, there's a crested serpent eagle. There we go. Coffee, sandwich. Hungry me. Right, I'm going to eat my sandwich and, well, just sit here for a bit and eat my sandwich, I suppose. Right, let's put all this junk away. Well, that's not junk, is it? Put it all away. There we go. Okie dokie. There we go. Right, snack time. See you in a bit. Gets everywhere, doesn't he, Mr. Goose? Wow, I'll tell you, what a day so far. I think we've got about 50 species already. It's been absolutely awesome here. It has been really good, from crested serpent eagles, shikras, barred owlets, and I've got nearly everything on video. But wow, what a wonderful place. Look at all those trees. Cool. You can hear calling there, the banded bay cuckoo. Beep, 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 beep. So many birds here. And nobody comes here, only me. But I expect once you see this video, you all want to come here. If you do, let me know. Drop me a line, drop me a message below, and I'll help you out. Right, well, it's 11:30. It's all gone dead because it's so hot. So I'm going to have a little drive out, or a little drive down the track, and I might come back in, an hour or so, because there's still some little pools of water here, and the birds will be coming down to bathe and to drink. When I first turned up this morning, a little water hole down here, there were black-naped monarch, Siberian blue robin, Indo-Chinese blue flycatcher. So they will obviously be back for a drink. Right, let's head down a little bit, see what we can find. Just look at that view, absolutely wonderful. I love this place. So the last birds that I got on film were this pair of dollar birds, but I must admit I was a bit lazy to get the tripod out, and this was filmed handheld. So my apologies, it's a little bit shaky. I thought I'd take the scenic route driving back and drive through this little hamlet or this little village where people are still living in their little wooden huts. Such a wonderful, simple life. All these lovely little wooden houses. Very simple, simple life, easy life. Do you know, I think I could live like this. Well, that's about it. I decided not to
not to go back. It's too hot and it's gone very quiet. It's always the best in the mornings. The mornings are always the better birding, aren't they? But it was a fantastic morning. I think arrived about 6:30, 6:45, I think. Maybe 7. Let's say 6:30. So we arrived about, or I arrived about 6:30 and left about 12, I suppose. And in that time managed to rack up 63 species. Now that's pretty good. Okay, some of them are regular birds, minor birds, and pigeons, and doves, spotted doves, red collared doves, zebra doves, great minors. Yeah, I mean some of them were your regular birds, but there were also some very specials, especially for that area. I think the main one being the bumpy road. The main one being the grey peacock pheasant. Wasn't seen, but very, very clearly heard. I did make a recording of it, so yeah, definitely a definite tick for a grey peacock pheasant, which is great. What else? Flycatchers, Indo-Chinese blue, flycatcher shrike. So what's that? Bar-winged flycatcher shrike. A lovely view of a barred owlet, as you probably saw in the video. Well, anyway, that's about it for this one. I'm going home. There's one more bird to pick up on the way back, and that's a bit of fried chicken. So, hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, do all the usual, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Over and out.